This may be a good thing. You know, we started off this video very negative, but this may end up being a match. I won't be a few. Boom. Painter, baby, you can be the mute. I'm the reporter, baby, you can be the news. Let's go to cigarette. And I'm the smoker. We raise the bet. Besties, welcome back to yet another Discipline Diary. If you're new here, hey girl, hey, my name is Janae, and I make a lot of content focused on fitness, wellness, and self-development, and helping you and I live our best healthy and active lives. So if that sounds like something you're into, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like this video if you're trying to be on your healthy girl era, and comment down below and let me know, are you into meal prepping? Does meal prepping work for you? Because that's what we're going to be chatting about in today's vlog and doing in today's vlog. I have a bunch of new subbies, so thank you so much. And if you're new here, I lost 125 pounds over the last 2 years, and the Discipline Diaries is dedicated to showing y'all what my life looks like after massive weight loss. What does my new healthy lifestyle looks like, so that I can stay right here and maintain this after all of the hard work that I put in the last 2 years. I often get asked on my TikTok and Instagram, and if you're not following me on TikTok and Instagram, go ahead and follow me. I make a lot of different content over there. But I often get asked, like, how do I do it? What does it look like? Like, I see you, you know, posting the recipes and doing your fitness, and I know you're a wife and you're a mother and you work, and like, how do you manage it all? And so I figured, let me just show y'all. Let me just show y'all how I do it in these little weekly vlogs, like, you know, just giving you the ideas of what it looks like, what it takes to stay here and to remain here, especially as this is my first time being successful in a weight loss journey. I need to show myself that too. I need to show it for myself and see what actual discipline looks like, especially someone who is just as busy as me. So like, if you are a mid-30s girly, a wife, a mother, someone who is extremely busy trying to figure out, where is the time? How do I even do this stuff? Like, I am here to show you that it can be done. It can be done. It can be done. And so I'm showing you how it can be done. Speaking of which, I realized that I really don't include my life outside of weight loss, outside of fitness, outside of, like, you know, my chats on any of my platforms. I don't include my actual life, like the real life, like the life of being a wife and a mother and all that stuff. And I'm thinking about doing that because that's a very important component to all of this, to everything. Like, so many times I was like very hesitant on posting my family online, showing y'all my kids, showing y'all my husband, like bringing them on here, because people really are weird on the internet. It's so weird on the internet. But, you know, everyone puts out content, right? Like, this is going to be a content creator chat for a sec. Everyone puts out content, you know, that puts out content. Everyone who puts out content, and it's all the same type of content. Like, you know, you can find a fitness influencer, you can find a weight loss influencer, you can find different influencers, and we're all doing the same things. We're all talking about the same things. And it feels like the different genres, the different niches are oversaturated because we're all doing things. But no, we all have our own different mindsets, ideas, opinions, experiences that make us do our content the way we do. But we also have something that is unique and special to us that does set us apart from, you know, other people. And so what sets me apart is the fact that I am in my 30s, and there's not a lot of like grown content creators out there, or, you know, someone who's a wife and a mom and like showing all of this stuff. Like, there's not a lot, at least that I haven't came across. And if there's like, you know, if you have your faves, like, please tag them down in the comments below. But like, in the genre that I'm in the fitness and wellness space that I'm occupying, there isn't a lot of people who look like me, who have the same priorities like me. And So that makes me unique in my eyes, the way I put out my content. But if I don't show y'all that, then how does that make me unique? I'm just like everyone else, like posting the fitness and the food stuff or whatever. And so I'm thinking about doing that. And I don't have to necessarily show my family to do that, even though I probably will. But like, I don't have to have a camera in their face all the time to do that. But I can still show the perspective and talk about the perspective of how I balance it all. Like, people often ask me, do you cook separate meals for your family? And it's like, no, I don't. Do you do this? Do you do that? Like, how do you prioritize yourself getting up, working out, and then still making sure that the kids and your husband is taken care of so that they can, go about their day, and then, cooking dinner, like all of that stuff. Like, I can be showing y'all that. So I'm thinking about doing that. What are y'all thoughts? Let me know. Starting with breakfast, I don't really have to meal prep per se. I already have some overnight oats in the fridge that I can do, but I never really like meal prepping my breakfast because it's so easy to make eggs, bacon. I do that all the time. But what I am gonna do is meal prep my bagels. And so I started making my own bagels. I think I did this in like a vlog or two ago. I showed y'all how I did it, but I'll show y'all again. It's these high fiber, high protein bagels. The recipes is already on my TikTok and Instagram too. But I'm going to meal prep that. That way I have the breading for my bacon and eggs, because bacon and turkey bacon and eggs really is not that high in protein unless you're eating a lot of it. And y'all know I had weight loss surgery, so I can't eat a lot of food. So, but with my bagels, the way I make it, I think they're like 25, I can't remember the macros on it, but it's like 25 grams of protein in my bagel, I think. So that, along with, the bacon and the eggs, is going to be perfect. So that's what I'm about to do now, is make the bagels. So I'm going to be doing a lot of bagels today because this recipe makes 4, but I've been wanting to try jalapeno cheddar. And then I know my daughter, she wants me to make some everything but the bagel ones, but I also want to make some plain ones. And then I'm going to try out a new one, which is blueberries, but with some chia seeds in it. So I think I'm just going to do them all. I'm sure we're going to eat them all in this next week, so it will be fine between her and I. So in a bowl, you're going to take 1 cup of this keto wheat flour that I got off of Amazon. This is your key to your protein and fiber. Then you're gonna take a teaspoon of some sea salt and throw it in the mixture. Then you're gonna take 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder and throw it in. And give that all a stir. Then you're gonna take 268 grams of the Faye Greek yogurt and throw it into the bowl. This is the 0% fat-free one. I think I said that. Then you're gonna take a 1/4 cup of the fat-free cheddar cheese. Now you can use fresh jalapenos, but I like to use the jar one because I just feel like these are spicier than fresh jalapenos. So I'm gonna do a serving of these jalapenos right here. And I already have it weighed out, so I'm gonna finely chop it up. Throw that into your bowl and then mix it all up. Now take some of that flour and on a clean and dry surface, just go ahead and throw that on there so that you can knead out your dough. Now you can take your little dough scraper and just cut it up into 4 equal parts. Then roll out each little ball and poke a hole through it to make you your little bagel shape. And that is what it's looking like. Go ahead and take 1 egg, crack it in a bowl, whisk it up so that you can have your egg wash. Now you can top it with more cheddar and jalapenos, but I'm just not about to do that. So here are the macros on these bagels. It is 145 calories, 2.3 grams of fat, 16.7 grams of carbs with 10.3 grams of fiber, and it has 27.8 grams of protein. So high protein, high fiber, jalapeno, cheddar bagels that you just made at home. 4. So I'm gonna pop these in the oven for 25 minutes at 375 degrees, and we'll have bagels. And while these are cooking, I'm gonna make the other 2 batches. Look at how they came out. Oh my God, and they smell so good. Now, when you cut into these, the dough will be like, it'll feel a little wet in the middle, and that's okay because most people like to toast their bagel anyway. And so I don't like to like make sure it's fully all the way cooked. I like to make sure it's just a little bit wet because I'll pop it in the air fryer the day that I am going to eat it. And that's it. I leave these in the refrigerator. Can't tell you how long that they're good for, but they never last that long anyway in my house. So I just finished the blueberry chia seed bagels. Oh my God, these look so good, you guys. So good. 173 calories, 4 grams of fat, 20 carbs, 13 grams of fiber, and 27 grams of protein. I have one more batch to make, but first I am making breakfast, and I'm actually going to be using one of the jalapeno bagels to make this. This is 46 grams of protein right here with, what is it, like 10 grams of fiber. I just have turkey bacon, some microgreens, and 1 egg. And of course, I have this video already up on my Instagram and TikTok. I'm also going to be prepping some dessert. So I'm making protein chocolate cupcakes. I'm using this 0 sugar chocolate cake mix. I'm gonna be using one of these Core Power Elite chocolate shakes, and then one of these Greek yogurts. Now, this isn't like the highest protein type of thing, especially because this recipe is supposed to make 24. I'll see how much it actually makes, and if it's less than that, and then I'll adjust the macros from there. But it is a great way to satisfy that sweet tooth because it still happens, right? Like, the point is not to deprive yourself of the things you love, but to try to figure out macro-friendly ways that you can have the things that you love that will fit into your macros and that will satisfy any cravings that you have so that you can stick to your calorie deficit. And I have been just on like a sweets kick lately. Like, I've really been wanting some stuff, and I've been indulging in too many of the normal stuff, which is like defeating the purpose of my calorie deficit. And so I'm like, you know, while I'm meal prepping, why don't I just go ahead and make me some dessert that is more macro friendly that I can also plug into my meals for the day. So that's what I'm doing here. And look how that came out. Now I got to pop them in the oven. Now, the chocolate cupcakes are not like the highest protein thing, but it is a small little treat that you can have. Here are the macros. It do make 24 out of that batch, and it was 75 calories per chocolate chip cupcake, 1.3 grams of fat. There is 15.7 grams of carbs, 0.6 grams of fiber. And there is 0 sugar, and it is 3.6 grams of protein. So under 100 calories for a cupcake, and you still get a little bit of protein. It is on the lower side of carbs if that's something that you're into. Here's something that I got to pair with it. Now, you can do some 0 sugar frosting. I have one in vanilla and one in chocolate here. And you don't have to frost all of your cupcakes. Like, if you're feeling like you want some frosting for the day, then measure out like a serving and throw it on your cupcake. Or you can do this, which is something that I'm probably gonna be doing, is the 0 sugar Cool Whip. You can measure out a serving of this with your chocolate cupcake. You can throw some strawberries in there with your Cool Whip, and then you got your cupcake, and that actually sounds really good. Now you got some micronutrients in with your dessert. Like, come on, I've been thinking about this stuff like on the spot because I am still a foodie at heart. Like, even after losing all this weight and after weight loss surgery, I'm still a foodie at heart. So yeah, you can do this, or you can do like the 0 sugar Ready Whip. I have not found the fat-free one in so long, but either one. And I just thought of something else to make it even more protein packed. If you want, you can take one of the Greek yogurts. Greek yogurt with your cupcake. Have a little bit of what you want with what you need. That is the way to be smart about it. I just thought of that. Look at me. I'm so smart. What would y'all do without me? Because I don't know what I would do without me. Because I'd be thinking of this stuff on the spot. Look how my girl is coming down the stairs. Like, where are you going, babes? Gigi, I'm talking to you, mamas. Where are you going? And look how they came out, y'all. Look how they came out. This is perfect. And so now I have something for me, but I also have something that my kids can enjoy throughout the week. And I don't have to feel like I'm also depriving them because, you know, they have sweets or whatever, but these are more macro friendly. It's no sugar in it. There's a little bit of protein. So I feel comfortable for letting my children have something like this too. So when people ask me, well, how is it that you do it, you know, with the family and all that stuff, like this is how I do it. Like, they're not eating like me, but they are in a way. I make sure that, you know, the things that I'm buying, they will eat as well because it's normal in a way for them. And they don't, this is something that my husband, because my kids, they're not picky. So they'll eat what I give them, but it's really mostly for my husband. Like if it don't taste healthy and he don't know it's healthy, then he'll eat it. And so these are the ways I kind of trick them to, you know, eating healthier, eating a little bit more cleaner while still not depriving them and myself of the things that we love. And this is also how I don't have to sit there and make 2 separate meals and 2 separate snacks and 2 separate this, or, you know, feeling the temptation in my house because this is something that I would eat. I'm making it for me. This is something that I would eat and they can eat as well. And it's all good. You can also use some 0 sugar sprinkles on them. That's what I'm about to do for my kiddo with a little bit of whipped cream, and she got a little snack on it. I'm gonna try it. She's just gonna scoop the whipped cream here. Can you let go of the spoon? Let it go, thank you. How is that?
Good.
It's good? You want more? All right, go ahead. Enjoy. Bye. Kids will always be honest with you. And that one, if she says she wants more, then it's actually good. If she says it's good, but then she don't want more, it's probably not good. So I'm finally done with all of the bagels. I just made these 2 plain and these 2 everything but the bagel seasoning. And now we are moving on to the lunch prep, which is gonna be a fave of mine. I absolutely love tuna salad. I can eat this every day, all day. I just haven't had it in a while. So we're going to be making some for the next 5 days because I will not get tired of this. Now all of the bagels are done and I can just grab and go and pair this with anything or just do cream cheese or jelly or whatever the case may be. So now I'm all done with my lunch prep, and I'm actually gonna eat one of these for a late lunch because it is pretty late in the day. But this is what it is. I'm about to go ahead and prep my dinner, which is actually pretty simple. It's going to be meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and broccoli. Now the mashed potatoes, I'm just gonna be eating 1 cup of these. You just pop it in the microwave. And I am going to do these frozen broccoli flowerettes. So I'll do a serving of those. And then I am going to prep the ground beef. I'm doing 93% lean ground beef because it is higher in protein and it has less fat than any other percentage. So I'm going to prep 5 of these. So I'm going to take, what is that? 560 something, and make that. And then for the sauce, this just arrived, so I wanted to put y'all on to this protein pasta sauce that I had came across on social media. One of my friends had posted about it. I believe they sell this in Sprouts, but I don't have a Sprouts near me. So it's from the brand Sturdy, and there's 80 grams of protein per jar. And so I have bought all of their sauces. They have marinara, garlic and herb, and sweet basil, and I got 2 marinara. Let's look at the macros on these. So for 1/2 cup, and there's 4 per jar, is 140 calories, 3.5 grams of fat, no saturated fat, which I love. Sodium is pretty high at 790. There's 10 carbs, 1 fiber, 7 sugar, but no added sugar, and 20 grams of protein. Says high protein, keto friendly, gluten free, low sugar, all natural, non-GMO. So I cannot wait to try this, especially in my here is the label and the ingredients that's in here. I definitely cannot wait to try this in my, like with my protein pasta that I be having. Let me show y'all the protein pasta I be having. So like this is the protein pasta that I absolutely love. They have so many different types of shapes, penne, linguine, angel hair now. They have, I mean, there's so many. And here are the macros on it. But like, yeah, you can definitely have you a high fiber, high protein, pair this with some fat-free mozzarella cheese and some 93.7 ground beef. Oh my God, I cannot wait to make so many recipes with this. I am going to use this sturdy protein marinara pasta sauce for my meatloaf. And that's gonna be it. Like, that is it. I prepped breakfast, I prepped lunch, I'm prepping dinner, I prepped dessert. And with that, I was looking at my Fitness Pal, which is where I track my calories and stuff. And let me see. Like, even with me throwing a snack in with my breakfast. Now, my breakfast is the only thing that will, like, pivot some because I have different bagels, or I'll pair the bagels with something else. But lunch and dinner is essentially going to be the same thing. My snack for the week is pretty much going to be the same thing. And with the cupcake, I can pair that with something else. But, I mean, I still have like 10 grams of protein to go, 5 grams of fat. I'm over on the carbs by just 1 gram. And I still have 226 calories to spare. And that's my macros for today. So that's going to be the same for any other day. So this is the time where I was a bit distracted today because obviously I was meal prepping and cooking and then also filming and editing short form content to post out there and then, you know, recording for y'all. But, you know, when the week starts, when Monday comes and I'm back to like, you know, I'm waking up early to go work out. I'll fit in a protein bar before my workout, and then I'll have my breakfast, and you know, I'll throw in some fruit because according to this, I actually haven't had any fruit today. And I try to make sure to get both a serving of fruit and vegetables in every day. But yeah, with everything here, that puts me at the perfect macros, that puts me at the perfect calorie intake. I just need to focus on my water. You know what? Meal prepping, there might be a little tea there. As you know, I see why it's beneficial. And I just make the meals that I like. I think that was my problem. I was meal prepping meals that I didn't even want to cook in the first place. And so now that my mindset around food has changed, like there's no way in hell I would have meal prepped a sweet treat beforehand. Like, or even had a sweet treat beforehand on previous diets and stuff. Or I would have had it, but it's because it's like spur of the moment and I'm binging out on it. So like me being proactive and doing it like this, you know, knowing that I eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, knowing that I do want a dessert, knowing to save room for a snack or two for pre-workout or for the middle of the day or whatever like that. Making sure I get my water in, making sure I get my vitamins in. Like this might be a good thing. You know, we started off this video very negative, but this may end up being a good thing. We'll see. But that is going to be it for today's little Sunday vlog. I hope y'all enjoyed your time with me in my kitchen as we cooked so that I can be disciplined for the week. Hence the Discipline Diaries. It starts right here by doing these things when I have free time and just knocking it out, you know? Just knock it out. Tell yourself, knock it out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon. That way you're notified every single time I post a new video. Make sure you follow me on TikTok and Instagram. On TikTok, I'm always hosting lives and answering y'all questions in the moment. And on Instagram, I'm super active in my stories. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw all of this stuff already in my stories. And I do have a broadcast channel, and they get the tea in the moment. So make sure you follow me over there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.